The first step in setting up your system for Java development is to install the Java Development Kit, which is available from the URL you see here. So let me go over to a web browser, and as you can see, I've already entered the URL, and when I press enter, it will bring me to the download page for Java on the oracle.com website. Now, you'll notice as you look at the download page that not only can you download the JDK, you can also download a bundle of the JDK and NetBeans. And at the time of this recording, the most recent release of the JDK is JDK 8, and then the most recent version of NetBeans is 8.0. So if you want the most up-to-date Java software, you can download either just the JDK, or if you do think that you want to work with the NetBeans IDE, I would recommend instead that you download the bundle. And these are just going to take you to individual download pages for each of those. Now, if you scroll down a little bit on the page here, this section is for downloading the JDK 8 as well, but more importantly, you'll notice that there's a link to the installation instructions. If you're going to download the Java Development Kit version 8 alone, you'll want to go to these installation instructions and follow the instructions for the particular operating system that you'll be installing Java on. This is an extremely important step, and just as a for example, if I click on Microsoft Windows here, you'll see that there's a number of different steps that are required. Here's the JDK installation for Microsoft Windows, and if I go there, you'll want to follow carefully the set of instructions for Windows at this point. And on Microsoft Windows, one of the key things you need to do is to set up your path environment variable, and all of that information is in fact discussed step by step in the installation instructions. So please make sure that you follow the JDK installation instructions if in fact you're going to install just that. On the other hand, if you're going to install the bundle of the two, if I scroll down here, you can see the bundles, or co-bundles as they call them. So if I go to the JDK 8 with NetBeans co-bundle, this will take me to a page where I can accept the license agreement and download, but again, the installation instructions are provided, and they are provided for multiple different platforms. Again, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS X included. So please make sure that you follow carefully those installation instructions. Now, I did mention that you can use the books and videos with either JDK 8, Java SE 8 that is, or Java SE 7. If you are going to install Java SE 7 instead, you can scroll down the page and you'll find the most up-to-date version of Java SE 7 is listed here. Here is the JDK for Java SE 7, and if I go back to the co-bundles down below here, you can see there is a bundle of JDK 7 with NetBeans 7.4. Now, the Java 8 versions of the software are fully capable of doing Java 7 and earlier as well, so it's my recommendation that you install JDK 8 with the NetBeans 8 bundle, or at least JDK 8, and you do not need to have both JDK 7 and 8 installed. So when you're ready, you can go ahead and start the download process, and just for example, if I click the JDK 8 download button here at the top of the page, you will have to accept the license agreement before you can actually download the software. So you'll click accept, at which point these links will become active. Here we're in the Java SE Development Kit version 8, and you can see that there's links for many different versions of the download. One side note that you'll want to keep in mind on Windows in particular, and also on Linux, is you need to know whether you're running a 32-bit or a 64-bit version of your operating system. So for example, if I'm on my Windows system here, I can go to the Start button, right-click my computer and select Properties, and it will tell me on this page what version of the operating system I have. So here you see it's Windows 7 Professional, and it's a 64-bit version of that operating system. So for that, I would download the JDK8 Windows x64. If I have a 32-bit version of Windows, then I would get this i586 version. And similar issue for Linux as well. Once you've downloaded the software, then you'll want to follow those installation instructions I pointed to you to previously very carefully to make sure you get the software installed correctly.